What up, folks? Welcome back to ULTRAZILLA Toys, and today I have a review of the Sofvi Spirits Pacific Rim Uprising Kaiju Raijin. Sofvi Spirits? Sofvi Spirits? Sofvi Spirits? It's soft vinyl spirits. It's the new vinyl line from Tamashii Nations. Regular Bandai Japan has Sofvi spirits, so Sofvi Damashi actually, which is the same thing. So yeah, it's pretty much that. Comes in a nice big box, but it is still a vinyl. And it's what we're getting for our Pacific Rim 2 Uprising figures, the Robot Spirits figures. We're getting vinyls, we're not getting super articulated figures to go along with our super articulated robots. But I'm okay with that. You know, I don't need everything to be super articulated. And this is a big guy, which I think would be, if they did this in like the Monster Arts line, would be pretty costly. I would guess well over $100, considering the size of this. So I'm okay with it. You know, like, they needed to keep the cost down for this line. I get it. They are, for once, mostly catering to the North American audience first. And that's why you got the figures cheaper, why they made him a different way to get him at a price point that was comfortable. But, you know, it is what it is. You might not like it, and I'm understanding of that, and I'm okay with that. I'm just saying, me personally, I'm really cool with it. I have been cool with it since they made the announcement at NYCC, where I first got a look at this guy. And I pretty much like the way it turned out. I wish there was like, the whole deal with this is, even though it is a vinyl, it is a highly painted and sculpted vinyl, which is very cool. I just wish there's a couple points where I wish the paint was tad better, because I feel like the paint wise, it's still almost maybe a little bit better than some of their normal vinyls. And I have one right behind me, so let's get one size comparison out of the way real quick, and that is this Godzilla. I don't remember which one this is. It's, Millennium Godzilla, with the purple scales, which looks really nice. But, like, yes, the sculpt is better on this. Yes, now that I'm looking at it, the paint is better. But then you got something like the teeth here, which is very similar, where they don't really paint the backs of the teeth. And we'll get a look at that a little better. But here you go. There's a first size comparison for you. But you know what? Since we have them on the side like this, let's get our size comparisons out of the way, shall we? Here is a NECA Godzilla, the 2001 that's been in these videos this past week. Oh man, and hope you're digging all these Pacific Rim videos. I do have one more piece here. I got the Soul of Chogokin Gypsy Danger. Might wait a few days on that one. Just give a little space. Let's get a little space out there. That's more of a, Pacific Rim 1 toy than these. So I want to get these guys together. So here we have a SH Monster Arts. Now, this is the biggest SH Monster Arts. It is the DX Godzilla 89, the Kyoko one. So he is a little bit bigger than some of your other Monster Arts. But, from the NECA piece, I just saw you could really venture a guess at how big is this guy. And you can venture a guess how big this guy is here. Huge vinyl. As far as this scale of figure. So there you go with that guy. And here, now, we're going to bring in our Pacific Rim Uprising figures. So you can see, I'll just stand them up straight here. That's the scale you're looking at. It's pretty cool, especially when you pose up, like Gypsy here, Gypsy Avenger. It looks good. It looks really good. There's a Titan Redeemer. Take out this guy. There's a Bracer Phoenix. Kind of looks a little small to me, but it is what it is. There's a Obsidian Fury, the biggest of them. And Saber Athena. And Guardian Bravo. Might be the smallest of them. But there you go. There's your size comparisons. And I do have a SH Figure Arts Ultraman orb here. So you see how that would equal out. Really big compared to Ultraman, but I don't mind that either. Ultraman orb there. But not bad, not bad. Not bad in scale. Let's bring him closer finally. Look at that head. That is crazy. I would have liked, we're gonna talk about the paint and sculpt and all that all together. I would have liked some separation there with the tongue. That's for one. Get some wash in there, get something in there. Really not enough. We do have a nice metallic blue all the way inside there. That looks pretty good. But there you go with the teeth, like I'm saying. It's not painted behind, and I would have liked an all-over paint there. And even up here, you can see on some of the teeth that go up here, it's not perfect. I would have appreciated them. I know it's a vinyl, but you're selling this to go with your super articulated figures, and you don't have that, so I would have liked a little more attention to detail there. But as far as paint, but the detail in the molding is very nice. You see all the eyes in there, looks good. They're all picked out nicely in blue and that metallic blue again, and you have them up here as well. So nothing. Here they are. I was like, where are they? But they're right here. But look at all this detail, all these ridges and stuff. It looks really good. And I'd see the wash here is very nice. I really like how that all looks. Very cool. Done well. So it's unfortunate though, in the teeth area, they kind of messed it up a little bit, especially since they painted all the way inside here. They didn't have to do that. It's all that, kind of meaty color. So yeah, and when you get all that wash there and all that sculpt, it looks really good. I like how the jaw is sculpted completely, on the side here. It looks great, very nicely done there. All this really looks good. There's that metallic blue. It's actually this one's a little bit different. It's more of like a teal line going down here, going across here, which is very interesting. And you got it again. It's a little bit of a callback to some of the design of the first movie, Kaiju, but it's not completely. These guys do look a tad different, in my opinion, with all that stuff. And you got it there. Over here, it's the line that goes further, so you can see it's not fully done here. Again, little details like that would have went a long way. Because, again, you see, wherever they did this wash, it's very nice. And then you don't have it in certain other spots, which I don't know if it's accurate or not, but we'll soon see. Sculpt work is great on the arm here. Very, very nicely done. Hands are sculpted really well. And you got some really, really glossy paint. I'm guessing for the fingernails. I don't know exactly. But this is really like what they do with a lot of their vinyls. They just gloss them all out, and then they just kind of keep painting. So that's, I wish it was it was a little like less like that, and a little more detail would be good. Chest looks good here, and belly. You can get that wash, so it's all good when you get that wash. And then you have this like nicer, like softer color here. I'm getting some stuff on my desk here, which is, it's fine. It fades in and out really good. I don't really have a problem with that. That looks good and kind of natural. How this beigeish kind of like eggshell color kind of fades into this kind of purpley brownish mix of a color. Fingernails have that same treatment as toenails have the same treatment as the fingernails with that gloss. A little neater here, see? Look at that. Whereas here, they kind of just extended it all the way up the finger. You can see it would end there, but what you gonna do? But the legs are sculpted very nice. I like it. Again, lots of nice details, lots of good ridges. No paint on this back nail here, though. That's both of them. That's a bit unfortunate. Yeah. Look at all those folds. That's really good for vinyl. It just looks very nice. I'd almost say, the sculpt work is on par to like almost on par with what I've seen with an X Plus. Just smaller. Maybe I'm wrong there, but I feel like there's a lot of detail here. Look at the back. It is not one point that's not sculpted out. It doesn't feel like flat like, some of their other vinyls do. Like, look at all the detail in the arms here. All throughout. Texture, detail, everything. No paint here, which is unfortunate. Like, I would have liked this wash to just kind of go throughout. Would have been nice, because it does get a little plain. Like, it's just plastic. It's just whatever this color is. Plastic, which is unfortunate because it looks great. The details there, just needs to be picked out just a bit. Like these highlights here, this wash going throughout would have been very nice, in my opinion. It would have done a lot for this. But then again, we don't really get that much detail in the robot spirits either, so it is what it is. This is how they decided to go with it. And, this whole, I'm guessing, I don't know for sure how they work out their budgets, but I do know a lot of toy lines budget out an entire toy line. Like, even though this has a different name for the line, I feel like this was budgeted in with these figures. And overall, that's how they came up with the cost and what was going with what. Could be wrong there, but that's what I think. That's how you got a Gypsy Avenger that's pretty full of detail, and then this guy has a lot of detail, who's the most expensive piece, and this is the cheapest piece, and then you have all of these guys, like midway guys here that are like not painted really. And cost more than Gypsy, but less than this guy. So I think the costs all equal out. Just a little math from knowing some business ends of things, of how they work. Articulation is not something you're really getting here. You got a swivel at the shoulder. You got a little bit at the wrist. Very little. You really can't do anything with it. But they do move. And then you got the swivel at the thighs there. Nothing at the tail. Even though there's a cut there, seam line, it is glued in place. So that's it, guys. That's your articulation. No jaw movement, no nothing. It is a vinyl, through and through. So the interesting thing is the DSTs, their kaiju are going to be vinyl as well. But they do, from what I saw at Toy Fair, They do appear to have more articulation than this. There appears to be some sort of ball joint system in the shoulders, which is interesting for vinyl, but they are, vinyls as well. So very interesting that they both went that route. But I can't wait for those too. But this guy, I do like, despite my few little gripes there with paint mostly. I'm happy with it. It looks cool, and it definitely looks cool with the figures. And I mean, it feels good. The plastic quality, it's soft, but it's not like super soft vinyl. So it does feel sturdy and quality like, opposed to, let's say, this vinyl, this Bandai vinyl. This is very soft. This I can't really squeeze it too much, you know what I'm saying? So the arms a little bit, but not the body. So there's that. All right, and that's all I got for this review. Hope you dug it. Hope you've dug my Pacific Rim Uprising reviews for now. Again, the Soul of Chogokin will be coming soon. Gonna switch off the Pacific Rim for a little while now, but I will be reviewing that very shortly as well. But Pacific Rim Uprising, I think we're good until the DSTs. Let me know your thoughts on this guy, and if you could like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time, peace out, peeps.